Hello, everybody. God, it's been so long. Between TV troubles and me just not having the energy to stream, I'm so sorry. So, for today, and I don't know what we're going to do on Thursday. I really don't. Since, I'm pretty much. The dog done? I think he's done. No, he's not done. Basically, what we're going to be doing on Thursday is probably up in the air. I have no idea. We might go back to Frontiers of Pandora. Might do more some adventures with Cinder. It's go Thursday might be random for a while until I can figure out something. But until then, let's get started into the role quest for Healer. In the string of things, Napan's gaze is transfixed upon the crowd until he spies you. What business do you have with me? My apologies. You were Barak Evuf's guest, were you not? I am Navai, and I've journeyed from the far north valleys of Zartal to reach this grand city. Tell me, Trevor, what is your name? Naruto Uzumaki. Rest assured, I shall remember it. Saying that we must meet under these fortunate circumstances. My village's prized possession was among the treasures stolen by the passage of the Unbound. It is known as the Heartstring, and the soul of a dead scorpion, one of the Tural Varal, is sealed within. The creature once hunted its prey using an array of toxins produced within its body and was a menace to all. Those granted the Heartstring's gift may wield this fearsome power as they see fit. We believe that these have already taken it across the ocean to Eorzea, and it will doubtless wreak havoc in the long hands. Thus I seek a healer to remedy any harm wrought by the Heartstring's toxins in that faraway land. I won't mince my words. You are precisely the sort of woman I seek, and we must act quickly to avoid the worst. Aiding those in need is what I do best. I can't say the second one because I have done miracles. You have my gratitude. To matter at the hand, what, while I making inquiries here in Tural regarding the thieves' whereabouts, some Eorzean merchants told me a rather intriguing tale. Specifically, those returning from Limzel Minza brings fell tidings, tales of able-bodied men and women suddenly losing their vision. An all too familiar account, as the Heartstrings allow mastery over all manner of poisons, including those that inflict temporary blindness. A great deal of training is required to properly utilize the scorpion's gifts, but the blinding toxin is one of the simplest to move. It seems to me that brigands are the masterminds of these strange incidents, harnessing the treasure's power for their own nefarious ends. Laksaka, the village elder's daughter, makes for Limza Laminza in pursuit of the Heartstring. I intended to set sail with her, but my foot was badly injured by a strange mechanical doll during the thieves' ambush. Lokasaka insisted I remain here to recover, and she would not take no for an answer. I must ask that you cross the sea in my stead, and provide Losaka your aid. Considering that our enemy wields deadly poison, the danger is too great for her to face alone. Now, based on when she departed, I presume she arrived at her destination by now. She boarded a merchant merchantman captain by a woman named Raya Valhalbrita, who is primarily based in Minza. She may be able to help you locate her. Alright, we're going to Minza. Someone tell me why it's cheaper to go here. I'm going this way. Let's see. But for the future of the channel, I really don't have any idea what games I'm going to be playing. We'll go probably try to finish up the Avatar game. But I am going to do, against my better judgment, I'm going to do the what's the episode 2 Revenant for Destiny. Like I said, we'll go finish out the episodes and we'll go from there. We also have the Alliance raids coming and things like that for Final Fantasy XIV. And story content as well. I am Brahilda Brida. And if y'all were planning to set sail, you sell your healing services to me and my crew. Don't. Your ship ain't sail for a short while. Looking for Tarali woman. She made crossing with us, trying to retrieve some sort of treasure as I recall. I told her Hawker's Alley was the best bet for the latest chatter, so you may find her wandering what there's about. Keep an eye out for a Hyrule lass in red tunic carrying a spear on her back. She can't have gone too far. Okay. But there's not much really going on for me in the gaming world right now. Might go back to Monster Hunter and do a couple quests there. But besides that, there's not much I'm really doing. First Ascendant, I'm waiting until, I think, October 10th for the update. And then we'll finish the story quests for that. Oh, hello there, stranger. Can I help you? Nippon sent you to help, did he? Seeing as I've hit something of a dead end, your timing couldn't be better. I suppose, Papa, I am Toro, and you are? Naruto Uzumaki. A pleasure to meet you, Naruto. With that, we're strangers no longer. I am sure have once already told you, but I assume you want to hear more about the day of the death. My father had set a trap using one of them, and were on their way to return the treasure to its resting place. But an evil presence stirred in the walls of the night. Mechanical dolls with great glowing eyes leapt from the saddle and gravely wounded both. My father survived the encounter, thankfully, but he was unable to give chase. And the convalescents now in my home village. The culprit's face eluded him in the darkness, but he heard two voices, a man and a woman. He recognized neither, so we're certain they aren't from our village. Whoever those two were, they must have been the ones controlling the dolls, before making off with the heartstring. Said that they're part of the Passage of the Unbound, but I'm afraid that's all I know of the culprits. Still, that may change if I can assess the cause of the recent blinding incidents that have occurred here. Unfortunately, I haven't had much luck asking around. The thought of addressing even one person here is, well, overwhelming. When you're from a remote village like mine, the few I attempted to speak with were too busy to even listen in the first place. You, on the other hand, look ready to take on the world, or at least the city. I'm sorry to ask this so soon after we've met, but could you help me gather the latest hearsay at the markets? Many, many thanks. I'll search the choir district for clues in the meantime, and hopefully not get myself lost along the way. The recent chaos in the markets, I told the Yellowjackets have been thoroughly investigating the matter in cooperation with the Adventure Store. So if you're in a hurry, there's a Yellowjacket making rounds by the way of the fish prints there. He'd be a good one to ask. Blinding incidents? I know of them. Started with some bad fruit at a stall in Waker's Alley. Few bites in him, and folks suddenly go writhing on the ground like bleached sea serpents, claiming they can't see a bloody thing. I don't blame him for raising hell with the soft keep. Neither. Poor Saul could he move it until the treatment came, and they couldn't see properly. The Sawkeep was rightly furious about the whole deal. Took it up with a long-time supplier, escalated to a real spectacle it did. Turns out, the same problem was occurring at other stalls, all with fruit from different suppliers. So it don't make sense to pin the blame on an individual seller if the whole supply chain is tainted. Even now, nobody knows what's causing it. Grim business, I tell you. Me have this idea what causes it, and me don't like it. Why, yes, I know about the blinding incidents. I experienced it firsthand. I was rather peckish, so I purchased some fruit from a local stall, took a few bites on my way home, and before I knew it, my vision went dark. I stood there shaking and crying, terrified of what would happen if the darkness never faded. I thought I was alone until I heard a woman nearby howling with laughter. Fortunately, I didn't suffer for long. A passing adventurer killed my sight with Isuna, and I went about the rest of my day as though nothing happened. But I haven't been able to look at fruit the same way since. But yeah, that's interesting. Very, very interesting. Yo, Yellow Jacket. I need you to give me information. Wolves be good. You're Naruto Uzumaki, aren't you? The Naruto Uzumaki. It's an honor to meet the realm's vaulted hero up close. Is there aught I can assist you with? I hear all sorts on my rounds, so if it's information you're after, you'll come to the right person. Oh yes, the serial blindings. They're causing a terrible ruckus around here. You know, a woman in red came this way a few moments. I take it you two are acquainted. Yes. I thought so. As I told her, another incident was reported yesterday morning. Victim bought fruit from a local vendor, took a few bites, then temporary vision, lost all vision, same as the rest. The vendor in question was last seen to the south, so I'm heading there next to follow that trail. You're welcome to join me if you. It will help the investigation. Alright, let's follow the trail. But yeah, this is actually a real interesting story right here. She's paralyzed, we gotta do something. I have no talent for healing magic, and I don't find drops on me either. Perhaps a son might do the trick? Really getting people to be like, yo, here you go. Use this technique! I'm healed. I'm healed! Oh, thank the 12. And you lot, of course. Excellent one. Half of the other you my thanks as well. Now I hate to ruin the mood, but I need to report this to my superiors. Could you tell us what transpired here before we found you, sir? It was awful. Just awful, I tell you. I was walking home after another digorous day at work, minding my own business, when a Lalafell merchant suddenly called out to me. You, my good man, look exhausted. Why not soothe your weary spirit and fill your empty belly with one of the realm's sweetest apples? You've earned it. Nay, you deserve it. This was a tempting sales pitch, but I wasn't keen to gamble on potential cursed fruit. Since in my apprehension, he proudly declared his merchandise safe to eat. He sounded sincere, even took a bite of the apple himself. No tainted fruit here. No tainted fruit here, he boasted. Just normal, honest to God's produce. He sold me the apple at original discount. All seemed well. That is until I took my first bite. Numbness spread through my body like wildfire. I collapsed to the ground, struggling to speak a single word. The vendor and his fruit had suddenly betrayed me, yet I knew not how. As I fell, a woman's shrill laughter echoed from a few yards away, and the vendor soon followed. I never saw the woman for myself. What with the whole not being able to move business, but between her laughing fits, she made mention of a heartstring or some such. Oh, my poor dear, this woman you mentioned, you're positive she spoke the word heartstring. As surely as the wind blows, for our mercy, neither she nor her vendor friend tried to steal my belongings. But they certainly stole my dignity. I hope those conniving Solomons get what's coming to them. This dangerous fruit we're dealing in. First blindness, now paralyzation. But first things first, I shall escort this man home. If you are mind to pursue the perpetrators further, then have care up there, alright? There's no doubt about it then. Our thieves are at large, right here in Limsa Lominsa. The blinding toxin is simple enough to master, but unsettling how quickly they learn to inflict eyes as well. I just don't see what purpose all this serves. Were you able to learn anything of their motives? So they take pleasure in victims' pain, but nothing more. At least, nothing more that we know of. Whatever their true aim may be, we must discover it quickly before more victims suffer at their hands. A hunter must adapt to their environment if they wish to snare their prey. But I have so much to learn about this thing. Still, I tracked them this far, which is a good start. For the time being, I'll petition those officers in yellow for any new information they acquire on the Hearthscene's whereabouts. When we come across any promises leads, I hope I can count on your support again. Causing problems on purpose. Osaka seeks a word of advice. Say, Naruto, can you spare a moment? Speak your mind. I tried to start on a positive note. The good news is there's been no further incidents involving poisonous fruit. I should be happy about that, but it's not exactly conducive to tracking down our thieves. Despite my best attempts, my investigation's at a standstill. Naruto! I bring news from Coral Tower. A Lalfell man matching the description of the fruit vendor was seen leaving the city with a Hyrule woman. It seems they were making for Allenport. We've increased patrols of late, so if I had to guess, the culprits are finding it harder to operate within the city. Seems we've forced them to withdraw for the time being. How important, you say? That's on this island, isn't it? Yes, that's right. It's possible to go on foot, but the ferry by the Fisherman's Guild could take you straight there. While we Yellowjacks must keep an eye on things here, it's reassuring to know an adventurer of Naruto's caliber is on the case. If you plan to pursue the suspects, Allenport's your best bet. That said, I should get back to work. It's an honor to meet you and your friend Naruto. Safe travels to you both, and give those crooks a good thrashing for me. The city protectors place so much trust in your abilities. I'm lucky to have you on my side. When I first set sail for Eorzea, I feared I'd never see the Heartswing again, but we're one step closer to bringing it home. In any event, we best find our way to the port town before the pair of troublemakers defile another fruit supply. Go ahead and take the ferry. Meet me in Allenport once you're ready. Excuse me. Whew. That's some good tea. Here we go. But yeah, so far this quest has been nice. Oh, we're going down this way. But yeah, this has been good. Ah, there you are, Naruto. You're a welcome sight amongst such unfamiliar scenery. The ferry skipper was eager to teach me all about this area and the ride here, so I believe I have a general idea of what's what. Wouldn't want to lose my bearings on a hunt this important. I asked him about our merchants, but he said he hadn't seen a pair like that. The skipper did mention another merchant, though, one who's well versed in the comings and goings his fellow traders. Traders. Not traitors. Traders. If anyone sighted our unlikely Duro, it's him. Let's hope it's enough to put us on the culprit's trail again. The merchant we seek is peddling his wares by the gate of Skull Valley, so let's start there. Huh? Can I help you? Lalafell and Kira traveling together. I spy them. though I've never seen them afore, they certainly made an impression. They sold me some potions and elixirs to a pair of face adventurers on the cheap, from what I could tell. If those merchants really are the culprits, then those potions are most likely tainted with toxins. Toxins, you said? That don't bode well. The adventurers who bought them at a marauder named Walsum and a conjurer named Zieg already left for their next job. Said they were escorting one of the local farmers over to Swiftpurge. They're good lads, the two of them. Been making life easier for the small folk here ever since they arrived, and I hate to see something to them. Someone needs to warn them about those potions right quick. Leave that to us. Swiftpurge is southeast of here, yes? And let's find them before the poison takes hold. We fly! But yeah, this quest is actually really gonna make us use a Kasuna. Oh god, get ready to Asuna, boys. That's what we're gonna be doing here. I can't stop these plastic hiccups. Please, you must aid Wilson. The heck? That was too saving our asses last. Phew. Thank the gods you found us when you did. The potion sellers must have swindled us. One draught of elixir was all it took to send Zerg into the most furious fit of hiccups I've ever seen. Poor bastard couldn't cast a single spell. Who are you calling a poor bastard? If the Heartstring is to be able to cleanse them with the sun just like last time. I'm sorry. Did you say, oh, sod it, we'll have... It could bring up a storm. And to ask more of you, but if you could cast a sun on my partner, it would be much appreciated. I can speak again. You have my thanks. Bloody hells. First we waste our hard-earned coin on poisonous potions, and now there are killer momets on the loose? What's the world coming to? Who goes there? Sell yourself. Oh, me. Alright, let's go. You frauds from Allenport. Why, yes. And watching your scrawny compatriot supper was the highlight of our evening. I meant the poison was meant to silence him, but hiccups. This was comedy at its finest. Perhaps the venom Perhaps the elixir reacted with the venom. Regardless, we've had our fill of fun from the result, so I can't. Venom. You must be the thieving cowards from the passage of the Unbound. Oh, my sweet fair apple, you know us. I suppose that means we are famous. I can't believe. Oh, I get. No, you're more annoying than anything. Me. This is... Okay, I'm going to say this right now. Do not expect me to do any Hildebrand, because all my mental fortitude is going into this. It's like Saturday... Like, I don't even want to call them Saturday morning villains. Like, they're not even that tier. Like, they're below that tier of villainy. Like, oh my god, they're like, what? If Saturday morning villains are like the C and B tiers of villainy, these guys are the D and F tiers. They failed the Villain Academy. Oh my god. I just... It's just... I'm not reading this. I'm sorry. I just can't. I'm just... Your garb is ever so familiar to my dear. Don't tell me you hail from that little village in Tyrol, don't you? My goodness, you've come a long way. How was your voyage? Enjoying the sights? Enough. You have a lot of explaining to do. Starting with your reason you took the heartstring. If this is part of your organization's grand scheme. Well, the apple bites back. 'Tis true that my harbor lofty ambitions, yes. But I have no wish overthrowing nations. I merely bring the myriads of chaos that they promised me. I aim to bring more laughter to this tourism. So basically, she's female Loki. She's like F tier female Loki. This is just sad. Like, this is sad. A few handy poisons at a time. She's like a mixture of female Loki and the Enchantress. Oh my god, that's... Oodles of fun expanding our repertoire of toxin sweet. Yet there's no greater kill to our thrills than a healer who can whisk our hard work away, unless of course I master a toxin even she can't cure. Oh, I do love a challenge. Oh great, now this is turning into the Tsunade and Chio of Final Fantasy. God dang it. Now I hate to leave you, my dears, but our work here is done, and we've a busy schedule. Mammoths to men, venomous misdeeds to master. Ta-ta for now. No, wait, damn you. I like how we're just standing there. Ugh, that stench. Smells like a corpse just shot itself. Dig on to the 12. There's clean out of that. Oh no you don't. Don't give out. We still got a job to do. We must keep our client waiting any longer. But we're in your debt. Thank you for everything, miss. And this here is Naruto. Take care of each other out there. As much as I'd like to track down the Unbound, I know better than to tread further into the territory without a plan. For now, I think it's best we return to Limbs of La Menza. It's turning into the Sonate Le Chio problem all over again. I can heal any poison they put out. They just keep coming out with new poisons for me to deal with, and it's just like, okay, so but yeah, this is gonna be one of those quests. But yeah, we're facing F tier villains here. Thank you for the support back there, Naruto. Asuna truly does work wonders. And that, I can't stop thinking about. My blood boils knowing that this is all some sick game to her. How dare she tow with the heartstring for our own amusement? Honestly, even the youngest children in my village have more sense. Still, we did make progress. Now that the villains have revealed themselves, it'll be easier to give chase when they choose to make their next move. In any case, I'll keep you apprised of the latest news as soon as I hear it. We'll be back to hunting before long. Living among the deadly. Osaka is staring wistfully into the horizon. Oh, it's you, Naruto. You'll have to forgive the dour mood. I don't understand it. How is it that can so gracefully reveal their names and identities, yet remain unable to track them down? I've been following the latest hearsay, but I haven't had much luck. Not a soul seems to have seen them since the incident with Walsum and Zerg. But that's not to say I've given up entirely. Now that they know I'm on their trail, I suspect they're using my unfamiliarity with this island to their advantage. I dare say they're lying low outside the city. That's why I propose a trip to Morby Dry Docks. Folk here often speak of it, but I've yet to go there myself. Seems as good a place as any. If you're game, I'll meet you there. Oh, that feels good. Oh, no, when you're just popping the bone, just popping your knuckles, and it's just releasing all that like gas, popping those air bubbles between your bones. It's just like, oh my god. Hey, it's Alpha. Alpha, what are you doing here? Are you buying fruit? Teeny Gil? Oh, you're doing well, Alpha. We'll talk to you later. Ah, there you are, Naruto. While I was waiting for you, this fellow came along asking for help. Sorry to trouble you, but my little brother's gone missing, and I could use a hand finding him. He said he wanted to see the syrups, so so I started throwing him around, but then I knew he was gone. That's probably got himself lost. Oh, that poor dear. I know we still have the heartstring to consider, but I'll like to search for this man's brother if that's alright with you. Much appreciated. I'm sure we'll find him all the faster with your help. You have it, my thanks. You have me thanks. Me brother wouldn't say boo to a goose, so I doubt he'll leave the dry docks on his own. You got an old mop of red hair like mine, so you know him when you see him. Let's split up so we can cover more ground. Good luck. There he is. I'm scared. Where are you? Huh? You're eager to take me back to my brother? You found the little one, Naruto. So glad he's safe. I just wanted to see the sits my brother was working on. I thought I could see them better from higher up, but I lost my way. Sounds like you had quite the little adventure. But you were very brave today, so I'll tell you a secret. Even grown-ups get lost. I have had an awful time learning my ways around somewhere new, even with a man. Really? Really? I guess I'm not the only one. A smile. We like to see those. Now, your brother's very worried about you. So can you promise me you won't go wandering off on your own again? I promise. I should say sorry to my brother too. Let's take him back then. Your lightsabers, the both of you. You deserve a proper reward, but I ain't got much to offer at the moment. Oh, we're in no need of coins, just some information if you have it. Have you seen a hired woman and a Lalafell man around the docks in recent days? One is an alchemist and the other is a goldsmith. They'll likely have a few moments with them as well. If not, have you heard any rumors of food or drink that causes ailments when consumed, blindness, numbness, or perhaps? Afraid I haven't seen or heard anyone like that. Sorry I could have been more help to you. That's alright. Knowing that haven't been around the docks is equally helpful. Well, that's a good start, at least. I'll be praying to the navigator you both find who ye looking for. Any road, the two of us ought to be heading home. Thanks again for everything. Good fortune, and Safe travels to you both. Hmm. Still no word of the unbound. But at least we could help those brothers. Children often let their curiosity guide them, which means they're naturally wander off on their own adventures. I don't blame the man for worrying as much as he did. After a fasting, yes, I always enjoyed looking to the village children in my spare time. I try to be a good role model for them. The other adults tell me I should indulge on them over much. Now that I think of it, I barely even told you about my family, or my village, or anything really. I'll be happy to stare up your stories if you like. Oceanville here is beautiful, so may as well enjoy the scenery and relax a bit. My people hail from the southern valleys of Zoltaro. We're a close-knit community of hunters, for the most part. Children are given spears, well, practice ones, before they ever learn to walk. We hone our tracking skills from a very young age. Is it that surprising? It seems second nature to me. But then again, I've encountered my fair share of surprises here as well. Our village rests in a veritable sea of poisonous plants and animals, so the slightest injury on a hunt can prove deadly. Thus, we believe it prudent to begin our training as early as possible. Yet, no matter how skilled we might become, accidents are inevitable, and the hunt being proved vital to our survival. Not only does it produce poison, it cleanses it as well. In the right hand, it can dispel some of the deadliest natural toxins known to mankind. It even purifies the beasts we hunt. In fact, our diet consists of highly venomous creatures, ones that normally would kill a full-grown adult if ingested. The heartstring allows us to lead a quiet, peaceful life in lands where others dare not tread. It always has. I suppose that's why I never imagined someone like Intrigue would take that away from us. When I left our village, whose doors were well stocked, I can't bear the thought of my younger brothers and sisters going hungry. I must return the heartstring as soon as I can. For their sakes. I wish to bring back their smiles, make them feel safe again, just as we did for that young boy. In any case, thank you for listening. Thank you. Thinking of my home puts me in good spirits. As long as I can remember who and what I'm here for, I'll be alright. I know it. But I kept you long enough. I think it's time we made our way back to Lindsay Minza, don't you? That was just one of those feel-good quests. A quest that just gave you a little bit backstory, a little bit of history. always good to have a couple of quests like that. That was a much needed reprieve, but we need to plan our next destination and soon. Well now, fancy meeting you here. It's good to see you two again. What brings you to Limsa? Nothing important really. Just a bit of restocking before our next stop, but we happen to spot you along the way. Didn't want to miss an opportunity to greet our heroes. Our client arrived as with perched in one piece thanks to your timely assistance. Indeed, while I regret you had to see us in such a pitiable state, we're both grateful for your aid. When last we met, you spoke of pursuing those two Solitans, did you not? Yes, that's right. They stole a precious heirloom from my village, so I'm doing everything in my power to return it to its rightful place. So that's the way of it. Bombastic as those two were, we're not seen hide nor hair of them in our report since. No word of any incidents like ours either. I have a feeling they won't stay in the saddle too long. If we sniff out any suspicious incidents while we're out and about, we'll keep you informed. I won't say no to an extra pair of eyes around the island. I've made my base of operations here in the city, so if you hear even a peep about the poison, you know where to find us. Well, we may not have found any leads on Edoret, but I'm glad we've had a chance to chat. And with Wells and Zerg on our side, things are starting to look up. For now, I'll keep in touch with our newfound allies. Should I hear any news on our corpus, I'll be sure to let you know. A taste of a toxic... Okay, if you're wondering why I just busted out laughing, these are parts of the lyrics to a song. Taste of a toxic paradise. I'm addicted to you because I know that you're toxic. Okay, now. I think I'm ready. Oh, I know the song. I know the song. Hold on. Okay, so, don't you know that I'm toxic? Hold on, I'm going to make some... I don't know if I can play the song fully, but I think I could play at least, 30 seconds of a song before it would get me copyright strike? I think I'm ready now. I'm addicted to you. Don't you know that you're toxic? Days of poison paradise. Hold on. Yeah. Hold on. I think I figured out what the song. Taste of a Poison Paradise. Oh yeah, it was Toxic by Britney Spears. And that's all I'm playing because I don't want to get copyright strike. But yeah, it's a play on the song, on a part of the lyrics of the song for Britney Spears. That's why I busted out laughing. I'm like, wait a second. Naruto, am I glad to see you? I just received word from Wilson and Zerg. Our Cobras have finally been spotted. It seems the thieves headed for Upper Lanoska. I offered to make my way there as soon as I could, but Wilson and Zerg said I should hang back for now. Once they gather information, they'll head back to Allenport. Let's go see what they have to say. But yeah. Oh, we're going to Allenport. But yeah, that's why I kind of busted out laughing, because I'm just like, wow. Reference to a Britney Spears song. It might not have been a reference, but I like making that connection. No sign of Slum and Zerg yet. I don't mean to assume the worst, but I admit I'm a bit worried. I knew I should have insisted on going. I don't want them injured on my behalf. I say we head out and find them. Terribly sorry for the delay. Thank goodness. How did you fare out there? You found... Yes? We found them all right, but it did take long for them to find us. We were set upon his mechanical monogeny greatly outnumbered us, and we may very well have been our end. Death by moment is an ideal way to go, mind you. So a retreat was our only option. Carly, though it might sound, we need to ensure we can keep you aware of the culprit's whereabouts. Before they spotted us, they were sniffing their little metal army into a skiff bound for Camp Bronze Lake, and mark my words, they're plotting someone new. Of course, it's entirely possible to seek out routine to of course, it's entirely possible they see a quiet route to eastern Lanoska and was to bypass Bronze Lake instead, but thorough search of the camp would be wise. Alas, the enemy you face is far beyond our capability, but this is as far as we'll be able to go. Sorry we couldn't provide more decisive information. Honestly, I should be the one apologizing. You risked life and limb for me already. I never meant to push you past your limits. You need to dwell on it. We're as eager to bring those criminals to justice as you are. Indeed, we shall at least take pride in knowing we could point you in the right direction. But we should take our leave for now. I ran most of the way here, and I think I speak for both of us when I say we can use a comfortable chair and a hearty meal. None can gainsay your strength, my friends, but I beg you, do not underestimate that of our foe. Go forth, may your determination guide you to victory. They are F-tier villains. I don't even need to use even like a full 5% of my power. It's not even worth it. Camp Bronze Lake. The ferry skipper spoke of that place my first time here. We should hurry and seek passage before Ellen elude us again. Well, you take the long way. I'm going to take the shortcut called teleportation. Okay. I'm sorry we had to wait there. My dogs wanted some food, so I had to go fill their little doggy bowls. Here we go. Alright. What a lovely camp. Now, if I were a half-crazed alchemist with the Heartsring and a new scheme up my sleeve, where would I hide? Oh, great. And yeah, that doesn't bode well. The upper levels Naruto. Quickly. Poison springs. You truly are the lowest of the low. No, you're just absolutely pathetic. You flattered me. This was just a little poison. As a tree, I couldn't contaminate all the water here, but we're having so much fun with our son. Hallucination toxin. Step away from the spring now. Protecting the healer, are we? How sickeningly sweet of you. But you watch your step as well, my dear fairy apple, as you find things dark. It's hard to miss. The poison got into her. Like I said. Water... You dumbass. Like, normally... Okay, they're not even D or F ranked villains. We need to drop them lower than that. How the... I am... It's... This is embarrassing. She forgets water steams. The steam probably is carrying the poison as well. Guess what? Do you recall those? You're your own worst enemy. Do you know that? No, let her dive head first. I'm not healing her. After all the chaos you caused, let me just shoot her with my lasers. Oh yes, Of course, you're welcome to get chased, but so senseless. Retreat! So we must. I will rousing success, but we're not, my dears. Busybodies, we plenty more drinks in store for you. I will. still stinks like a dead man taking a shite. Phew. I don't sense any toxins in the water anymore. So the spring should be safe again. What happened to... Will the toxins affect local wildlife? See? Be relatively weak. Most of our handiwork has already evaporated with the steam. One might compare it to the way those more cable irons the same applies to its clinging abilities for our food. Now, there's much in my mind, but we've got bigger problems to address. Let's first make our rounds to the camp and then talk about our next steps. I'm going to have a look around the springs to assure the toxins are gone for good. Could I ask you to treat any victims you come across? Much appreciated, madam. I wasn't anywhere near the water when it was poisoned. Toxic steam must have drifted this way. When I heard the rumblings about mysterious mammoths roaming around the camp recently, I was more than a little apprehensive, but I never expected those mammoths masters would do something so cruel. Your efforts are helping us Your efforts are helping us put this turmoil behind us, and for that you have my thanks. But I simply can't let your administration this aid alone. I intend to the remaining victims as well. Yay! People are learning to listen up! All it took was a mission! It took a mission for people to learn the benefits of Asuna. Oh my god. Ooh, cat girl. What comical costumes you all wear. What hilarious dances you dance. It's all too much. They basically made Joker's laughing toxin. But it's non-lethal. Caution. Farewell, my visions. May you revel on in my memory. They say laughter is the best medicine, but I feel far worse than before. Many thanks for putting it into it. I think I've earned myself another soak, and an extra flagon of mulled wine. Pleasant travels to you, healer. Please, make it stop. Make it stop. I can't breathe. Like I said, this is Joker toxin, but the non-lethal version. Oh, thank the gods. I was expecting to nearly laugh myself to death at a place meant for healing, but at least I can breathe easy again. I hear you're chasing after the ones who did this. You're either very brave or very reckless, but I'm inclined to assume the former. Any road, all that laughing has exhausted me, so I may as well take a break from myself. Thank you again for your kindness. May the navigators keep you. I'm going this way. How goes the healing, Naruto? Wonderful. I'm glad it soon proved effective. For my part, I've given the springs a thorough look. The toxins have dispersed completely, so the bathers should be safe from here on out. As for Ella, I've reflected on everything. Now that our work is done, do you have a moment to chat? Well, I'm well versed in the numbing and blinding poison we used on our hunts at home, but some kept troubling me. But I've never seen anything like it. But the fact that she learned to inflict hallucinations is a cause for concern. Still, we should try to look on the bright. So yet to discover the heartstrings' cleansing properties. Judging by the way she couldn't cure her own ailments, knowing her as well as we do, I reckon she's only has toxic trickery on her mind, not toxicity. That's a Pokemon. Konoha, however, handled himself surprisingly well despite his exposure. Do you recall the man in Limo who ate the poison apple? He claimed that he took a bite, yet he never suffered ill effects. Have some manner of immunity, but how? Using an heirloom at the heartstring, the Dunsfolk trained their bodies to endure fatal toxins. It'll be interesting to try that tea as long as I have an antidote in hand. I didn't realize, but it would certainly explain what seemed to affect him. Few in my village would ever think to consume food, drink without drawing. Yet, go ahead. More, I consider approaches to poison, the more fascinating it becomes. But I have a feeling that the bathers here talk of poisons after what they just. Why don't we discuss more in Limits of Movement Zone? Right there with you. Well, yeah, this quest is actually pretty interesting when you really get down to like the brass tacks of it. The girl basically, like I said, basically made a very weakened version of the Joker's toxin. And that in itself is slightly terrifying that she made a weaker variant of the Joker's toxin. If she could make a weaker variant, God, and that was just for hallucinations. If she knew about the Joker's toxin, dear God, the manner of chaos is ridiculously high. Phew, I know I've been anxious to assert our thieves' whereabouts, but things escalated far quicker than I thought. Your presence throughout the whole ordeal was a welcome one, Naruto. What was not so welcome was whatever she has planned for the whole island, it can't be good. Her acts of mischief has only grown worse since I arrived in the city. We must take the heartstring back before she can cause any lasting harm. Of course, in the Slum and Zerg's efforts that led us to, so I'll have to thank them when I get the chance. In the meantime, I'll do what I can to track down our moving thieves and report to you as soon as I am able. Healing juice. Naruto, I'm glad you're here. I'm on the cusp of a breakthrough in our search, or I like to think so. This won't come as a surprise, but Elnet and Nokawaya were back into hiding after the Bronze Lake incident. With all their grandstanding, I wasn't expecting them to lay low for so long, but I doubt they'll keep it that way. Fortunately, we have prior experience to guide us. Until now, our coverts have traveled all over Valbrand, and they didn't appear to be retracing their steps. I hear Costa Sol attracts many visitors, so that seems like a likely target. They say it's owned by an entrepreneur named Ganarju. Perhaps we can ask if he's spied anything out of the ordinary. Costa del Sol. What picturesque scenery. I hadn't expected Costa del Sol to be so grand. From what I gather, Ganarju should be just up ahead. I don't suppose you're already acquainted with them. I know him well enough. That's reassuring to hear. I fear he's wary of strangers, but it sounds like that won't be an issue when you're coming. In any case, let's be on our way. Well, if it isn't our intrepid adventurer, what brings you to my abode? Yes, I did spy the lover here. Alas, I was so entranced by her I cannot recall any such entourage of a Lalafellan, men or mammoths. But that... those moments. Of the drink amongst my team of kittens, yet as the rest. Fast mad. I dashed across the floor in terror. Midst of the mayhem, I could hear the wine, wailing beauty in the distance with some other chap. I feared these cackles would be the last thing I ever heard. Which is precisely why I found it able to slap some sense back into him. Judging by the way I suspected he had been in his cups, drank the whole bloody bottle too. So if you wish to investigate the wine itself, I'm afraid that won't be possible. Can you blame me? Questionability of her wine aside, the woman was immaculate. A sight for sore eyes. Any gentleman of taste would have fallen for her tricks. Though we may lack the drink in question, we receive reports of mammoths roaming Raincatcher's gully not long after the incident. If you intend to investigate this further, you'll certainly be doing us a favor. Just say right on. Any news of the wayward mammoths is promising for us. We'll give the gully a look, and we'll let you what we find. Godspeed out there. Our next destination is clear, but before... Naruto, might I have a word? Give it to me. While similar to the hallucinatory toxins used at Bronze, strike terrors into the hearts of its victims instead. I have a bad feeling about this. She's gaining proficiency with the Hurtling at an alarming rate, so we must tread carefully when next we cross paths with her. As for the mammoths, Konawara doesn't seem the type to send them wandering around aimlessly. That's why I think they're bound to have some clues on them. If we could track those mammoths down in Raincatcher's gully, we may be able to discern what those two are planning next. Yes, what are they planning? What evils are they planning? What mischief will they unleash next? I can't help but wonder. And this wondering has me questioning things, and these questions are leaving me with unanswered things. But they're still less than D and F tier villains. Alright, let's see. Sorry about that. Troller died. Phew, I think we cleared out the mammoths. How fared your hunt? So they've been keeping a record of the island's rivers. Only enough, the mammoths I came across were patrolling the river and the wall. However, the test of the poison involved explains that they need to take it to the river still. Never mind, that dart was laced with numbing toxin. But nothing bruises our fair apple, it seems. You never cease to amaze and annoy me in equal measure. The same immunity as I. The village was possibly brimming with poisonous fauna and flora after all. I have a request for you, my dear. Would you please give up on your little trinket? Pretty please. I wish only to revel in the fruits of my devilry. Yet you continue to spoil my every jump, and trust me, I despise our conflict as much as you do. Indeed, do you think we enjoy watching us suffer at your hands? Then what? Enough of this! If you truly want to end this, you hand over the heartstring. The scorpion's gifts weren't meant for a perverted child, this criminal like you. Fine then, no more Miss Nice. But answer me this. Who have my antics killed? Who? No one, I remind you. So why must you refuse me? Why must the world refuse me? Our blighted society has never looked fondly upon my love for mischief. For years I despaired and shook my unbound family, and its leader granted me the greatest gift of all, love and understanding. So long as I remain unbound, I care not what the rent masses think. I shall play my tricks as my heart's desire, and all who stands in defiance will know my wrath. My next move will finally purge this island into chaos I so desperately crave, and I will not stop at nothing to see it realized. Sorry to worry you, Naruto, but I'm feeling much better now. I'm saying I didn't sense the mammoth's presence quickly enough, but I'm glad you came out of the ambush unscathed. Don't worry, I still had my shields up. That aside, I wish they didn't use such prudence to make their exits. I don't know if my nose or stomach can take much more of those awful bombs. Gone, I doubt we'll be able to find much else here. Let's return to Costa Sol and warn them of the latest. But yeah, she's basically like Loki. She is a female version of Loki as a kid, just playing jokes, playing things. It's all fun and games until someone gets killed, man. It's just a prank, dude. Nothing but a prank, man. Salary report to Greg. Back already? How fortunate, or ominous, or both even. I take it you found those wayward mammoths? Surveying Balby's waterways, are they? After the recent poisoning at Camp Bronze, we have reason to believe the culprits are planning to make the rivers their next target. So the culprits are one and the same. And I had my suspicions since I caught wind of the incidents at Warm Wine Springs. Regardless, I suppose you may not know which of these rivers they'll strike until it's too late. Well, I shall not stand for any more preposterous poisoning. 'Tis be prudent to inform the maelstrom of these potential horrors. The one who poisoned me, her name is... She stole something precious from her village, and I must recover it, no matter the cost. If you learn anything of her whereabouts or her plans in the coming days, anything at all, I would like to hear it as well. And it'll spin till find her, eh? Brave one you are. Oh, I could possibly deprive a lovely lady of information she requires. Were it not for my servants, so sally forth in your general direction the moment they hear of our misdeeds. Thank you. Much appreciated. It's going to be an uphill battle, but we can't afford to let Eleanor elude us any further. Come, Naruto. It's back to Limsa Lominsa. Back to Limsa Lominsa we go. We might be able to get like 2 class quests in here. No reason the first one took me so long was because I was trying to level up both another class as well as this one. But as you will probably, as I'll show you right here, my leveling is going very slowly. Next class I've got to work on is Samurai. And after that, I guess I'll be working on White Mage. Then Bard next, and then finally, until we get them all up to 100. Thank you, as always, for your support, Naruto. Greg was interesting, to say the least, but I'm glad we obtained the information we needed. I don't know why I allowed her to say her piece. I should have swallowed my pain and taken up my spear. Could have apprehended her right then and there, and yet there's no more room for mistakes. The long lurks in the shadow, the greater the threat becomes. Countless lives are at risk. The next time we find her, we end her tricks once and for all. For now, I'll remain here and await news from Culture of the Soul. Oh. I think what? You get 2 100 quests from them, and then it's over? Wow. When I said we would go against a drone person, I didn't actually think we would. Hello there, Naruto. I've been looking out for anyone from Coastal Soul, but nothing yet. Perhaps we should travel over there ourselves just in case. Mistress Naruto. Mistress... Forgive me for the sudden entrance, but I bring message from Master Greg. Your quarry has been sighted in eastern Noska. Oh, well, I'm glad I didn't leave early. Thank you for bringing word. Where is eastern Lanoska? Were they last seen? Master, but recently received a report from Mistress Brayflox, a trusted associate of his. We're told a number of inbreakers with fighting tools and tinkerer dolls infiltrated her long stop. We have little doubt the inbreakers and tinkerer dolls he speaks of are and her troop. I see. And we best find this Brayflox and soon. Indeed. You're like to find her by the entrance Longstop in Raincatcher Gully. My master and his associates wish you good hunting. We should get a first-hand account for Brayflox, as well as perhaps she still have more to tell us. Let us be off, Naruto. Alright. Once we finish this quest, I'm going to take about maybe 5-10 minute break. I want to go out and then... To this, I told her she reminded me of a Mobbin, but I got a bit of a scolding for that. Not mobbies, she said gobbies. Yes, gobbies, and gobbies require hand lending to backstrike at inbreakers. Inbreakers bring big flock of tinkerer dolls to search for water gusts. This must be why they were searching for the rivers. If the toxin was strong enough, anyone or anything that draws near the water would grow terribly ill, all fall into disarray. Poison makers, no good for Gobbyflock. Poison makers, no good for Gobbyflock. No good for them. Netherheart's in need of many punishings. This goes far beyond trickery. We must end business here and now, and also come quietly. She has the heartstring at her disposal, but with your aid, Naruto, I know we can take it back. As soon as you're ready, we'll bring Storm. Oh, yep, final mission. Well, this is it. Ready to storm? Let's go. Time to bring her to justice. There they are. I knew bringing those bits and bobs of battle were a good idea. If you're after some manner of surrender with heartfelt embrace and handing over magical heirlooms, you come to the wrong stuff, my dear. You monster, you plan to poison every waterway, don't you? But of course, the trick is to let them do for a few barrels with a helping of tantalizing talk, brings a dollop of advanced alchemic process improve. Thus eyes will get a taste of my finest work yet. My latest masterpiece neither dissipates nor evaporates, and no amount of inherent immunity can save you from it. It may be safe to the touch, but one tiny sip will have you begging for mercy. That's no jest, by the way. I won't begin to describe what goes wrecked on me, but I will look forward to seeing how it affects the general populace. Oh yes, the residents of Lynn and little hamlets. I almost so very many people worth to come. Every single one of those wretches will be at the mercy of our malice. Every single one. Yes, he's mad. If she unleashes those toxins into the waterways, this is going to end up far worse than Bronx Lake. Alright. Playtime's over. Your precious scorpion once hunted with these poisons. I should learn from the will of the chase. I suspect that that's my cue. I'd rather watch the chaos unfold from a safe distance. These venomous gifts keep on giving. My aether is infused with their essence. So now, my dear, it's time I hunt you for a change. Oh, it's like rain over here. Can I finish that? Nope, I can't finish any of that. Oh, it's about to rain over here, like hard rain. Oh, God. So basically, they're using mechanics from Tower of God right here. Your body has been introduced to like no less than probably 50 something different poisons by now. So they got Team Rocketed. Okay. She left quite the mess behind her. Nothing the heartstring can't detoxify though. Let's hurry and clear away the poison. There you are now. We came running once we heard the explosion. See, you're none the worse for wear. I am a healer. I had no problems with this dungeon. This mini dungeon. Picked up the wrong explosive. We should consider ourselves fortunate that goblin bombs was in the unbound smoke bombs. Gobbies, booms, and friendly faces win the day, and breakers go flying skyward. We made our rounds on the long stop as well. The enemy monitors patrolling the place, all gone lifeless. Your treasure is safe, I trust? Yes, thanks to Naruto's support. Very good. Should those travelers survive the impending fall, we won't pose the same threat without it. If they do happen to show their side facing around again, I'll notify the Yellowjacks, but send their regards and their deepest gratitude, of course. Our string is safe. Thanks for everything, Naruto. And you too, Brave Fox. We may not have found another without you. Brave Fox happy gives hand lending. Important for all gobbies to offer lending hand lending to fellow gobby friends. It's an honor to be counted among your gobby friends. Now, as eager as I'm back to Tyrol, I'll say my goodbyes to everyone here first, if that's alright. Slum and Zerg deserve to know everything that transpired in the end. For one thing, so we make our way to Allaport. Okay. Well met, you two. How fares the hunt? Well, see, might have sent them flying, did you? What I call good tidings. To think they confused a gobby explosive for one. Serves them right, I say. With this, we can breathe a collective sigh of relief. I, for one, am pleased there will be no more risk of poison elixirs. Wouldn't have wished those hiccups on my worst enemy. By the by, I knew you traveled far to get here, but I didn't realize you hailed from Tyrol. It's quite the voyage. Will you be heading home soon? Yes, that's right. Vadabrine is a fascinating place, but my village is probably worried sick about me, and the Hearthstone too, of course. Though your time here was short, you'll be sorely missed. We still have much to learn, but one day perhaps we might find our way to Tyrol as well. Oh, that would be wonderful. And when you do, I look forward to hearing all about your adventures. And you, I had a feeling you were no ordinary adventurer. Imagine our surprise when we learned you were the savior of the realm herself. One of our young boasted about meeting the warrior of light while investigating the serial poisonings, and that when it dawned on us, she sends her regards, by the way. We've moms to go before we reach your lofty heights, but God's willing, we'll try to rise to the challenge. Indeed, you've given me much to aspire to as a fellow hero, and I shall do my most. Please, Asuna your teammates. This is basically a cry out to all those who don't know of Asuna. This was basically saying, Asuna your teammates for all that is holy. Be well, you two, and may we meet again on distant shores. Thank you both for your help. I'll never forget it. The time I return to Toriola, it would mean the world to me if you came too, Nani. I will report our success to Nympha without you. Wouldn't want to report our success without you. Alright, back to Toriola. We usually go to at least 4. So yeah, we've got time for one more. But like I said, after we complete this one, I'm going to take a quick break. And Naruto as well. Your combined presence here can only mean one thing. Naruto and I have brought the heartstring home. So you have. So you have. I regret that I could not assist you, but I am relieved that all is well. Words cannot express my gratitude to you both. Taking back the heartstrings, I learned a great deal on my journey to Eorzea. One of the Unbound, a man possessed an inherent immunity to poison, built up by years of regularly ingesting small amounts. Rather than relying solely on the Scorpion's gift to detoxify us, perhaps we might learn of those traditions and build up stronger immunity of our own. It would be prudent to prepare ourselves in case something like this ever happened again. If we continue living among the deadly, perhaps it's time we found new ways to overcome the challenges we face. Throughout my life in the village, I thought I knew everything there was to know about the heartstring, but now I understand that the Scorpion's gifts can easily become a curse in the wrong hands. Its power can poison a single water source, threatening countless lives on a whim. Yet at the same time, its detoxifying powers can save just as many. I begin to wonder, could the heartstring prove succor outside our village? Should it? Or will the risk prove too great? Excellent question, so on. Knowing what the heartstring is capable of outside our borders, we must consider this carefully for the future of our people. I'm certain your father will wish to speak more of it upon our return. As you can see, our community has much to consider. We'll keep thriving, but for the moment, I'm simply glad the heart is back in Tyrol. And I can't thank you enough for your help. Till I met you, I've never hunted alongside a hero. But knowing I had your support fills me with courage. Yours is a heart in presence, one I'm going to miss dearly. You have my gratitude and trust, Naruto, now and forever. But as much as I like to, I won't keep you any longer. Nympha and I have a long trek home. I wish you all the best, and I hope, no, I know we will meet again someday. That was a nice ending. Now the next one we have, I think it's like, what? This is a physical range. Wait. So we have physical range. Tank. And magical range DPS. The ones I need most right now to get my mentor to back is this one and magical range, so I guess we're doing this one. Tank? We'll go and go with this for now. But we'll do that after I come back from a 10-minute break. So, for now, I'll be back in 10 minutes. And we will continue there. Until it's time for this thing to come to an end. Alright. The narwhal beckons. The young woman gazes into the horizon with a troubled expression. Oh, hello. Judging by your attire, you must be the traveler come across the seas. Then I suppose Baruch Avu has enlisted you to our aid. Mm-hmm. That you were guided here safely must be the work of the great Noah, who remains watchful even in this dire time. We are ever grateful for its vigilance. My name is Loa Zenkawi, and I hail from the northwest reaches of Zaktara, where even our breath freezes when caught in the chilling winds. Our people revere a Taral Vada of the Narwhal, whose essence rests in the cradle of sleepless, one of our most sacred treasures. Though Fatum's steps experiment with our rest, protecting its home from any who would do it harm. Legends tell that the burden of its fatigue upon another, and thus was able to maintain its vigil night and day. So too can any who possesses the cradle lull, a person willing or no, into a deep slumber, all while avoiding the need for sleep themselves. God, I wish I had that in real life. Needless to say, such power could cause untold harm in the wrong hands. Thus was the greatest warrior of our village, Tintatoa, tasked with crossing the ocean and returning that which is most sacred to us. I'd have joined him, but I feared I would only be a burden, so I remained here that I might find someone to send to his aid. Tinatova has ever rushed bravely and blindly into the thick of things, leaving me behind to watch and worry. But if there's anything I can do to help him, even a little, then I must. But Okadasko has done well to send you to me. I can tell you are just the woman to temper his more reckless tendencies and keep him safe during his quest. As luck would have it, a letter from Tintatora arrived shortly before you did. It seems he's discovered the thief made their way to a place called Isgard. While I don't doubt his prowess, even Tintatora would be rendered helpless before the Narwhal's lullaby. Please, could you follow him to Isgard and find him before he does anything rash? Isgard is like a second home to me. Thank you, Naruto. I knew Nara would got a brave protector to our side. Tintatawali sailed to an unfamiliar place, but despite his hasty nature, he's doubtless spending time gathering information about his new surroundings and playing his native style. If Isgard is a place like this one, where people gather to drink and talk, we might go there first. Ask for a swordsman with blue hair and attire like mine, and I'm sure it won't be long until you find him. To Isgard! Time to head to the pub. If it isn't Naruto, what it'll be? A lad from the Western continent. Well, I can't be going around gossiping about the comings and goings of my cousin. That's a quick way to be a tavern. I can make the exception just once. A lad like when you described walked through my door not long ago. Was asking anyone whose ear he could bend about some store. Usually, you buy someone a drink before you interrogate him, and not him. Nobody knew where he was going, but he was determined. And guys flapped their lips. I told him to head to the Jewel Closier. If you leave now, I reckon he'll still be there. You know him when you see him. Trust me. Hey, it's the Dark Knight people. Aren't you a creature calm on us these days? Yet here you are, curious to see how we get on. It was seen that the Count Crusade died with her. And so I do not. So long as there are those who prey on the weak and helpless, there will ever be a need for knights such as we. I cannot abandon her, yet I would not have her be a party to what will come. Her will walk the path, but see, just a her life is her own, to make of it what she will. If that's her desire. Any thoughts on the final days? That black business. The same as everyone else, which is to say not much. You and yours have been involved, I trust. We basically went to the edge of the universe and saved the world. It was a great experience, and any of that was even possible. And so, having saved life as we know it from oblivion, we return to see if there's any less cosmic villains in need of a firm rebuke. No rest for the righteous indeed. You'll be disappointed to hear things I find, but most likely due to you going about playing hero. Not much has changed, to the frustration of many it seems. Her height, I swear, every day she's trying new tricks to learn about from a friend's sister's cousin. Everyone was so eager to grow up. I was too, I suppose, like everyone else once was. Listen, Naruto, I don't know if you came back hoping I have some final words of wisdom to say, something to put it all in perspective, but if you did, you're wrong. You know everything you need to know already. You bear the sword and promise, memories and dreams of your own and of others. You stand for those who have no one else. That's all there is to it. There's no path to walk or guide to follow. What strength and meaning you drew from the struggle is yours alone to find. No one else was ever the writer. It has always been your story, so go and live it. Now, that's some encouragement right there. I recommend doing the Dark Knight quest so much. It may not be the strongest tank, but by God, it is probably one of the best storylines for the tanks. Oh. And I just love it to death. Wait, hold on. Who's that cutie? He went full Native American. He or she, I can't tell. bunch of useless. But in all someone you managed to keep people warm with how desperate these people cling to them. And here I'm trying to rid their city of a thief. Yes, it seems you know me, but I don't think I ever seen you before. I remember. Since you even across the ocean, she can sense when I'm in trouble. Well, I won't deny I held a hand, especially one with her blessing. I'm no one love getting information from these people. Seems there are some unwritten rules regarding favors that no one bothered to tell me. And that's why you have me. I know the thief traveled here, but that's where the trail runs cold. I thought it only a matter of time until they used the cradle to commit some misdeed or another. But it seems nothing is amiss within or without his goals. I have only a description to go on, and though it avails me nothing so far. A woman of a race in this land known as Elzin, she has striking red hair, eyes of the color rust, a skull dominates her forehead, and a mole rests upon her lip. She came to my village posing as a scholar with the interest in the cradle. Although she gave us a name, I know now it was a lie, just like everything else that spews from her mouth. The bounty of meat, vegetables, and fruit she offered was worth its weight in gold to us. After the cold snap we suffered last year, we couldn't afford to turn her away. But looking back, I realized how brazen her deception was. Although she wore the robes of a scholar, she moved with the poise of a predator. I marked her as a fearsome warrior the moment I laid eyes upon her. Of course, she wouldn't have been able to travel so far north on her own if she was on season, so I thought nothing of it at the time. It was my first misstep of many. That's all I know. It's not much, but if you see even the smallest scrap of a clue in there, I'll be damn sight better than what I currently have. Now, okay, so we know she posed as a scholar, but to get through all that, she would have to either be known. So these two would probably be the ones. I suppose that's what you call these deadly-looking fellows clad in steel. Yes, you may be onto something. But where would we find ones willing to speak? At their barracks near the tavern? I know the way. I'll meet you there. Why, Mistress Uzumaki, what brings you to the congregation? This passage of the Unbound is not a name I've heard before, but if one of their number has brought an artifact of great power to Isgard, it would be ill-advised to suffer their presence. We shall act on this information at once. If there is aught that would threaten the peace, then it's our duty to root it out. consider the ninth of... Thank you for hearing us out. Truly. Now, does anything about the... we said ring a bell? Wait, you said she bore a scar on her forehead, yes? And a mole? No, it could not be. You know who she is? Aye, well, such information is usually private. Pray, understand my hesitation. She's too dangerous to be left alone. This isn't the time. I know I'm a stranger. I can't stand by while innocent lives might be at risk. He's right. If you can, then trust me. I'll take full responsibility. You're right, of course. If the hero who ended the Dragonstone War is not worthy of our trust, then who is? Very well. Master, pray. Although you may not be its guardian, your desire to help its people safe. Keep its people safe is plain to see. We shall place our trust in you as mistress. Yes. I'm glad to see we can see that. Now, what do you know of this thief? Your description calls back to some of memories of a night named Leofand. Leofand? Merely recalling her story makes me ill at ease, for the mark she left upon our honorable order was black as pitch. None knew her whereabouts since she was expelled from the congregation. I had thought living with the shame of her deeds would be punishment enough, but if she now cohorts with villains that threaten the very foundation of order, then it's clear we can suffer her freedom no longer. I shall inform my superiors of this development, suggest that the congregation does all in its power to track down Leopold and place her in custody. If we learn aught of value, I promise to share it with you at once. Really? That's more than we could have asked for. I suppose we ought to consider what to do in the meantime. Garrett, join me over there, Naruto. So we have a name. Leofana, a former knight of Isgard. That means she knows how to hide herself in the city well. Grasping about his strolls won't get us anything. My own unfamiliarity does little to help our chances. We may have no choice but to wait till the knight's discovery will leave. Nonetheless, I intend to spend every waking moment learning more about this city and its workings. As for you, I only ask that you be ready to move at a moment's notice. Until then, be well. Alright, I'm going to end stream here for today. We'll pick this up later, either on Thursday or something else, I don't know. But until then, I've been me, you've been you. This has been a live stream, and bye-bye for now.